guys, welcome back to Comic Talk. Today, we're gonna be discussing top 5 DC movies without the Batman. Alrighty, so as you guys know, Batman is my favorite superhero of all time. When people ask me what's your favorite superhero, what's your top 5 superheroes, I say Batman, 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 and Batman. That's what I say, but they're like, Jesus, all right, man, all right, take it easy, take it easy. But, of course, not everybody's favorite superhero is the Batman. They might be wrong, but then maybe it's not their favorite superhero. So today, I'm going to be discussing top 5 movies without Batman. I was on HBO Max right now. I'm looking at it right now, and man, oh man, I didn't even realize there's so many Batman movies. Animated, live action, Lego. So I try to find movies that didn't have Batman at all. Not even I think one of them has like a cameo, but these are my top 5 DC movies without the Batman. In no particular order. Okay, in a particular order. We're going to start with The Man of Steel with Henry Cavill, directed by Zack Snyder. A lot of people are on polar opposites for this movie. A lot of people like really love it. It's like, oh, this is my definitive Superman. A lot of people are like, oh, this is not faithful to the Christopher Reeves Superman. How can you do this? How can you make Superman such a bright character so dark? I actually kind of really liked it. I'm like more on this side where I don't need it to be faithful to Christopher Reeves Superman. I like how they did something different, because if you remember Superman Returns with Brandon Routh, however you pronounce his last name, a lot of people were like, oh, this is way too close to the Christopher Reeves Superman. But then this one, everybody's like, you sway too far from, you change Superman, and it's not Christopher Reeve Superman. So people are going to complain either way, which way you ever go. But I really enjoyed this. I believe Henry Cavill is really good Superman. He loved playing Superman. And I believe it was a great movie. It was something different, maybe a little bit more of a darker tone. But, you know, Zack Snyder with his great cinematographer. I just think Henry Cavill did a phenomenal job as Superman. I loved him in Batman vs. Superman and the Justice League movie. I wish we would have him back as Superman, but I guess we will have to deal with the show, which is actually really good, Superman and Lois. So, not complaining, but I really wish they would give him another chance to play Superman in a Man of Steel 2 movie or a continuation of the Justice League. But I guess the Snyderverse is probably not going to be anymore, so, but it still holds up, in my opinion. Go watch it on HBO Max, not sponsored. All right, number 4, sorry, number 4, so that was number 5. Number 4 is Shazam with Zachary Levi. I actually really enjoyed this movie because it was part of like the Snyder universe, but then it kind of wasn't. You didn't have to watch, Man of Steel or Batman vs. Superman or Justice League or Wonder Woman. You didn't have to watch any of those movies to get Shazam. Like, it is part of the universe, but then it kind of like, you didn't have to watch the rest of the movies to get this movie. It didn't have really any connection except for like a cameo of Superman and like a Batarang from Batman and stuff like that. But other than that, like, it didn't really have anything to do with the other movies. And I really enjoyed that. It was really fun. It was really bright. Zachary Levi actually did a terrific job as Shazam. I'm not the most familiar with Shazam, but from what I've known in the comics, I think he did a really good job. And yeah, I think it was a really good movie, really fun movie, really funny movie. Was it the best movie? No, like at the end, like with the CGI monsters, not my favorite, but I really want to see what happens next with Shazam 2. I'm really excited what they're going to do with that, or when is he going to meet Black Adam? I just can't wait for that. And I really enjoyed it. First time we're using kind of like a magic wizard kind of thing, which I thought was really cool. The costume was actually really spot on for me. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Really fun movie, funny movie. And one of those movies where you just like, okay, I'm just going to watch this, have fun, and just enjoy myself. All right, coming in at number 3, Wonder Woman. Oh my goodness, the first live action on the big screen Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot did phenomenal job as Wonder Woman in the first live action one for in the movies. I know Linda Carter played live action, but that was a show. But this is first time in the movies. I was actually blown away. This was probably up to that point my favorite in the Snyderverse. My favorite movie in that verse, in the Snyderverse, if you call it DCEU. Probably still is probably the better movie in the DCEU. Really phenomenal job bringing life to Wonder Woman. And first time on the big screen, which I thought was really cool. They did a phenomenal job. I like how they did it in World War I to make it different from every other movie doing it in World War II. Because it'll probably get compared to Captain America, the first Avenger, which was in World War II. But I like how it was in World War I, and a lot of movies were just doing World War II movies. So I liked how it was a little bit different in that way. And just the atmosphere of her, like her costume being really bright compared to everything else in the whole movie. Her going into no man's land, which is really cool. The third act, people say they didn't like it. It didn't ruin the movie for me. I enjoyed it. I really wish that my only pet peeve with that movie is I wish Ares at the end wasn't real, and she had to realize that humans are actually like that without that there's war and stuff like that without Ares. So she believes that Ares is like the cause of it, and that she kills Ares, like everybody will stop fighting. But I really wish that Ares was not in the movie, and she had like the realization that people were actually like this without the god of war or whatever. And I thought that would have been perfect, but I think, Warner Brothers and DC like, we need a big fight scene in the third act, or people are going to be leaving and screaming and throwing their popcorn like it's World War I. You're like, come on, like, we don't need a big fight scene at the end. I kind of didn't ruin the movie again, but it didn't I think it would have been elevated more if that would have not happened in the third act. But again, still a phenomenal movie. Go watch it. The second Wonder Woman movie, not so much, but go watch if you haven't watched it in a while, I recommend you watch it. All right, coming in at number 2, Superman. And you can throw in Superman 2 with Christopher Reeves. Man, oh man, do those movies still hold up. The first one came out in 1976. Come on. Like, some of the effects you can tell, like, you can see, like, the string, like, when he's holding the helicopter, you can see the, but, again, this is one of those movies where I believe it got a lot of people to know who is Superman. Like, my grandparents know who Superman is because of Christopher Reeves, and they don't know anything about comic books. So, they know who Superman is because of Christopher Reeves. They went to the movie theaters to go watch this, and they're not into comic book movies, like, they don't know anything about comic books. They don't know who Aquaman is, or, Harley Quinn, or, all this stuff. But they know who Superman is because of Christopher Reeves. Those first 2 Superman movies are phenomenal. They still hold up. Still a great story. Could be a little bit cheesy at times, but I really think it's a really good movie. Those 2 movies are actually really good. They still hold up. Maybe some of the effects don't hold up, but if you can look past a little bit of the effects, I think the story holds it together. And Christopher Reeves is, when people talk about perfect casting, like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, or as Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, like stuff like that. Like, I think Christopher Reeves is perfect casted as Superman. Like, Henry Cavill is a phenomenal Superman as well. The guy who's playing him on Superman and Lois, Tom Welling, who played him in Smallville. But I think overall, I think everybody can agree that Christopher Reeve is the perfect Superman. And when he played a cameo on Smallville, I was like, oh my God, it's Christopher Reeve. I got so excited when I saw him on Smallville. But he did, those two movies still hold up in my opinion. And I think number one, the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. Doesn't have Batman in it, so does have Bruce Wayne in it, but is not. That's what I was saying in the beginning. It might have a little cameo like a Batman, but not Batman. Bruce Wayne, I don't know if he's gonna turn into Batman, but this is like kind of a Joker origin story kind of thing. And I was one of those people where I was like, a Joker movie without Batman, and you kind of do the origin story of the Joker. I don't know, man. I had my doubts. I really did. It was one of those movies where I really had my doubts about it, but I went to go see it, and again, this movie blew me away. Like, I can't believe how good it was and how Joaquin Phoenix played as the Joker. Very dark movie, but you can see the inspiration from the comics, like a few scenes from when Joker goes on one of the last scenes when he goes on the talk show. Obviously taken from the Dark Knight Returns comic book. So I really enjoyed it. I saw a few elements of, from the comics and stuff like that. But again, this is one of those movies that blew me away, blew my expectations. Like, I didn't think this would work, and it actually did work. My goodness. But if you guys think I missed a movie without Batman in it, a DC movie, let me know in the comment section below. What other movie do you think is really good, does not have Batman in it, that is a DC movie? Let me know in the comment section below. Whew. So, oh my goodness. Alrighty. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. Comment down below. Really help me out. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at talk.comic on Instagram and TikTok for exclusive content. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.